Hello friends, I welcome you all to the next lecture of unit number 5. In last few lectures, we had gone through the harbor and its types along with the ports. In this lecture, we are going to focus on breakwaters. So, we will see the various types of breakwater along with its comparison. We are also going to focus on the design criteria of breakwater along with the methods of construction, and there are various special concrete blocks that are used for construction of these breakwaters. So we will study all these points one by one. So breakwater is a protective barrier which is constructed to enclose the harbor and to keep harbor water undisturbed by effect of heavy and strong sea, which is known as a breakwater. So here figure 1 shows a breakwater. This is a sea and this is a breakwater. We can see this is a breakwater which is constructed to enclose the harbor. Here harbor is enclosed and to keep the harbor water undisturbed. Because of this, the harbor water is undisturbed by the effect of heavy and strong sea. Therefore it is called as a breakwater, as it breaks the force of water. Therefore it is called as a breakwater. If you see the classification of breakwaters are classified mainly into 4 types, 4 to 5 types. First one is the hip, which is also known as mound breakwater. Second is the wall type breakwater. Third is concrete block mound breakwater. Fourth is rubble mound breakwater, which is supplemented by concrete blocks. And fifth type is the rubble mound breakwater, which is supplemented by the patented stones. So in our syllabus, we are dealing with only first 2 types, that is hip or mound breakwater and wall type breakwater. So we will discuss the construction of these breakwaters in detail. So before going to the actual construction of breakwater, we should know the design criteria. So following information should be collected for design of breakwater. First is character of coastal currents. Second is cost and availability of material of construction. Third is direction and force of prevailing winds. Fourth is nature of bottom or foundation. Fifth is probable maximum height, force and intensity of waves. So these are the various information that is required for designing of a breakwater. Now we will see the construction of mound breakwater. So here figure 2 shows a mound breakwater in which we can see there are 3 layers. So the first layer is a core. Above core there is a intermediate layer, and above intermediate layer there is a top layer. So from the sea bed side, a slope of 2.5:1 is provided for the top layer, and to the opposite side, a slope of 2:1 is provided to the top layer. So basically the mound breakwater consists of 3 layers: the core, the intermediate and top layer. Here we can see the core consists of a quarry waste, the material that is obtained from a quarry, or the material which is obtained by dredging, or a combination of both. So here under unit number 3 we had gone through the various dredging techniques. So whatever the materials that is dredged by the dredgers, that is used for the construction of this mound breakwater in the core. The intermediate layer is used for protecting slopes and the top of the core, and which consists of rubble stone, and basically the weight of this rubble stone is from few kilogram to 4 to 5 tons. The top layer comprising the upper portion of the breakwater, and this consists of a block weighing from 1 to 10 tons. So this is about the construction of mound breakwater. Next type is the wall type breakwater. Here figure 3 shows wall type breakwater, in which we can see this is a wall which is constructed to the seaside, and this is a harbor side. This is a foundation of that wall type breakwater, and this is a overturning point. So a wall or upright or vertical faced breakwater is defined as big regular wall which is raised to construct a harbor basin on solid, natural or and artificial foundation to resist the forces and their components which is generated by incoming water and waves. So whatever the waves that are coming from this seaside are obstructed by the construction of this wall type of breakwater. So that is the main function performed by wall type of breakwater, and it is a big rectangular wall. Here we can see it is a big rectangular wall which is constructed to a harbor basin on a artificial foundation. If we compare the mound type and wall type of breakwater, the comparison is as the mound type of breakwater requires low cost for initial construction, as well as inspection is easy and repair can be done periodically. It requires foundation with more width, and no skilled labors are required for construction of mound type of breakwater. But at the same time, this type of breakwater is not very efficient, and maintenance cost of this type of breakwater is high, and the material required is also more for the construction of mound type of breakwater. Whereas wall type of breakwater have high initial cost, the repairs are difficult to attain, it requires foundation with less width, and it requires skilled labors only. But such type of walls are very efficient, the maintenance cost is also less, and such type of walls require very less material for its construction. So this is the comparison of mound type and wall type of breakwater. Next is the special types of concrete blocks. Nowadays many types of concrete blocks are provided on seaside slopes of the breakwater to provide the better protection from the force of water or current of waves. The different shapes of these blocks are available, which are as tetrapods and tribars. Now we will see these two types in detail. First is the tribar. So as the name indicates, tri means three, and they are three-legged. So here figure 4 shows a tribar in which we can see the three legs are connected with a plate at a mid height. So here we can see at a mid height these three legs are connected to each other by a mid plate. Generally the weights of such type of tribar is from 4 tons to 40 tons, and if these tribars are properly placed, it will result in good interlocking and will remain stable. So here figure 5 or photo 5 shows the actual tribars that are used on the harbor side. In many movies, whenever there is a scene of a seashore, in that case we can see the tribar or tetrapods. The second type of special concrete block is the tetrapod. So tetra is a 4-pronged precast concrete block. Here we can see figure 6 show a tetrapod, as this is a elevation. So we can see only 3 prong, but it is a 4-pronged precast concrete block. The prongs radiating 120 degree to each other from a common center. So from this common center, the angle made by these each prong with each other is a 120 degree, and each prong is cylindrical in shape and slightly truncated. Here we can see this prong is cylindrical in shape and at the same time it is slightly truncated. So here figure 7 or photo 7 shows a tetrapod which is located along the seashore. So this is about the various types of special concrete blocks. With this we will stop here and continue in the next lecture. Thank you.